Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarva dharmasvarupine avatara varishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha yatagner dahika shakti Ramakrishne sthita hiya sarva vidya swarupam tam Sharadam pranamamyaham. Just like Agni, the fire and its heat or the burning power are not separate, one who existed like that with the great avatara Sri Ramakrishna was the embodiment of all wisdom and knowledge, Sarva Vidya Swarupam Tam, Sharadam, that Mother, Sarada Devi, Pranamamyaham, I bow down. The name Sarada or Sara means essence. Essence of this universe is the Lord. So the giver of the essence is the meaning of Sarada or Sarada. This is a retirement humor. Wife said to the husband, "What are you doing today?" Husband replied, "Nothing." To which wife asked him, "You did that yesterday too?" Husband, I didn't finish it yesterday. So this is our condition in our life, day-to-day life. We give so many excuses for our laziness and also for our desire to go here and there and enjoy. So we go on giving excuses when we ask people to do spiritual sadhana, do the karma yoga, do anything that is good. We go on giving, citing so many excuses. But when we give the example of people like Ramakrishna or Vivekananda or great sannyasins or saints, again they will give excuses telling, see, we are householders, we have so many work to do, so much of responsibility, so much of things to look after in the house. What do you know about it? You sannyasins, you saints and other people, you don't have any responsibilities of the household. We have so many, so we can't do all the spiritual practices. We will do very little. So now, you know that in our order, I have told that many times, we call Sri Ramakrishna as inspiration. And Vivekananda will interpret that inspiration, so it's interpretation. Then what about Holy Mother? Is implementation. So now, you see, with all the difficulties, she was born in a poor family. She had all varieties of people living around her. In spite of all the difficulties, she did wonderful spiritual practice. Not only that, she set beautiful ideal for everybody, everything. When somebody asked Mother, Mother told, I have done so much in this life, more than what I should have done to set as an ideal. That was Holy Mother. You know, in Dakshineshwar, when Mother was there, she was Lajja Patavrite, modesty exemplified. She would not go out early morning, 3 o'clock, 2:30 she has to get up. No bathroom, no attached toilet, no bathroom. So she has to go to Ganga, take bath there in the cold. Many times she would step on the crocodile on the steps of the Ganga. So she was hiding in the Nahabat behind a bamboo screen. Even if she wants to see her husband, With great difficulty, she had made a small pinhole. She used to see Ramakrishna only from that. If she has to see her own husband, and whenever Ramakrishna went out and no men were there in the room in Dakshineshwar, she used to rush to that room, clean the room, make the bed, and do all the other sweeping, everything, mopping, and then come back, taking the food. All that she used to do like that. And she, all the varieties of dish, varieties of people. Ramachandra Datta comes, he wants special things. Narendra, Swami Vivekananda comes, if ordinary dal, the oil dal or the tur dal is given, and Ramakrishna used to ask, how was the dal today? He used to tell that was like some patient's dish, hospital patient's dish, like a diet. Then Ramakrishna instructed mother to cook special chana dal for him separately, very tasty way. So mother had to cook, seeing who has come. All that, and every day 7 to 8 liters, or what you call the sears of atta, the chapati, about 50 to 60 chapati she had to do. But she never complained. She used to do all that with great joy and happiness. So now you can see she has set the real ideal of karma yoga. No murmuring, no complaint, always happy. That was Mother Sarada Devi. I will give you some of the routine, and now can you complain? And every day mother used to get up at 3 and start meditation and japa. Every day she used to do 100 to 150,000 japa. Every day mother used to do 100 to 150,000 japa. With all this work, now can you complain? Now can you give excuses? And she lived amongst the madcaps, people who are with full of anger, peculiar people she has to live. And with all that, she could do all this spiritual practice. Now can you complain, tell that, oh, we have a lot of responsibility and difficulty? No. Poverty, everything mother had. But she used to do so much of spiritual practice, so much of karma yoga, so much of ideal she had to set as an example. So you cannot now give any excuses. Now we have heard many, many beautiful qualities. They are all figure of speech. I'll just give you one such quality, that is called resilience. You've heard about resilience. In physics, resilience is the ability of an elastic material such as rubber or animal tissue to absorb energy, such as from a blow, and release that energy as it springs back to its original shape. The recovery that occurs in this phenomena can be viewed as analogous to a person's ability to bounce back after a jarring setback. So there is in certain people the quality of resilience, a sturdy refusal to acknowledge defeat, which aids them as effectively in affairs of the heart as in encounters of a sterner and more practical kind. So that word resilience derives from the present participle of the Latin verb resilire, meaning to jump back or to recoil. So with all the difficulty, with all the problems, with all the type of people around her, mother used to be calm and quiet and with full of bliss and doing all the spiritual practices and setting wonderful example to all of us. See, that is the speciality of these great avatars. All the qualities which we think that it is on paper, or you have to search it in some exhibition, or it is just figure of speech, they live it. The qualities can be seen in them. Now, Holy Mother's daily life as a child, there was no running water or electricity in Jairam Bhatti. Then, during Holy Mother's time, the mother carried water pitcher on her waist from the pond or the river like other women, and lit her house at night with oil lamps. One can imagine Holy Mother meditating in her mud hut at night with the flickering flame of the oil lamp, just imagine, sending light dancing on the master's photograph. All the year round, Holy Mother used to wear, she had only one or two saris. Many times it would be torn. She had to mend it and again use it. So many patches were there on that sari. And we have a wardrobe full of cloth, and we shall complain and quarrel with others, I don't have sufficient cloth to wear. And see how Mother lived. All the year round, Mother used to wear a sari without a blouse or petticoat. She did not wear shoes, no shoes at all. See, you can see Ramakrishna's shoes preserved and kept in the museum for us to touch, or of Vivekananda's shoes and slippers. Can you find one pair of slippers of Holy Mother? No shoes, no slippers. What vairagya! Even the toughest of the sannyasin cannot practice this vairagya. See what? She did not wear shoes. During winter, she might put on a small chadar, that's all, a covering cloth. But she had no other warm clothing all through her life. Once in Udbodhan house, at a devotee's request, because the devotee forced that cloth, she wore a warm undershirt for a few days, that's all. But then she gave it away to some poor people. She did not have an umbrella to protect herself from the scorching sun or the torrential rain in her primitive village. Can you imagine? The Divine Mother coming to this earth just to set an example for us, to set an ideal, undergoing all these difficulties so that we can, in spite of all the difficulties, practice spiritual disciplines and then reach our goal. And now, if she has undergone so much of difficulty, if we don't practice even little spiritual practice, are we doing justice to the life of Mother? We have to think seriously. That is our Mother, Holy Mother Sarada Devi. Now, going forward, we have to see so many aspects of life of Mother. We can't just look into just one or two aspects, because in this short time, we cannot cover. But in spite of that, I will try to take you through some newer aspects so that we will enjoy it with some beautiful incidences from the life of Mother. Now, there was one Joe. Recently there was Christmas. You had enjoyed all the Christmas holiday. There was one Joe who was fast asleep after attending midnight mass. And he was woken up by Santa Claus at 3 in the morning, 3 a.m., asked to express his wish. He was so happy, which it would be gladly fulfilled. Joe knelt down and thanked Santa Claus and said, "What's your wish?" He told, "Can you please replace my wife? She has made my life miserable." But to Joe's shock, instead of fulfilling his desire, he was beaten black and blue by the Santa Claus. To Joe's shock, Santa beat him up black and blue till he fainted in his bed. Now, what happened? Why did Santa Claus beat him? That Santa Claus was none other than his wife dressed up as Santa Claus. So, be careful before expressing any wish or having any expectation. What you ask is, what you pray to the Lord is, might put you into difficult situations. So be careful when you keep some prayers and expectation. Now, Mother, we will see from the life of Mother one important lesson we have to learn. It's very, very simple, but it's very, very important for us in our life. What is that? Once Holy Mother was about to leave to Calcutta from her home village, Jairambati, and said to a small little girl. That girl used to come to Mother always in Jairambati. Mother loved that small girl. Maybe she was age of some 6 or 7 years. "Darling, You have been visiting me for a long time. Do you love me? Asked Holy Mother to that small child. Imagine yourself to be that child and just get the teaching from the mother, becoming yourself that small child. Okay? Now, mother is asking you, child, darling, you have been visiting me for a long time. Do you love me? The girl replied, yes, mother, I love you very much. To which mother asked, how much do you love me? That small child, she stretched her hands like this, as wide as she could. This much, mother, she said. Now mother asked her, will you still love me when I'm away in Jairambati? Mother asked that girl, yes, mother, I will love you just the same. I shall not forget you. Now, mother gives a wonderful teaching through that child to all of us. Let me tell you, my dear child, how to love all equally, said mother. Note it again. Mother is telling, let me tell you, my child, how to love all equally, said mother. How? Do not demand or expect anything from those you love. Expectation is poison. Do not expect anything from anybody. Let me tell you, my child, do not demand or expect anything from those you love. If you make demands or expect something, then some will give you more and some will give you less. In any case, you will love more those who give you more, and you will love less those who give you less. Thus, your love will not be the same for all. You will not be able to love all impartially. Expectation is the problem of our life, not only of people or any situation. Do not expect. I'll just tell you a story about this expectation. There was one beggar sitting in the door of a fort. If you go inside, there will be palace. This beggar was sitting there for 12 years in the cold winter, in the summer, in the rainy season. He would be sitting there. Very less food. Whatever little he got from begging, he used to eat, and he survived for more than 12 years. Now one day, somehow the king, while going inside, he noticed this beggar. He felt pity on this beggar. I'm seeing him for so many years. So he went and talked to him, inquired, and he told, come, I want to help you. Now the beggar came in. He went to the door of the palace. Now he told, you see, the ministers came, something important has come, we have to discuss. So he told the beggar, please wait outside the door here. I will go talk to the minister and come back to you and help you, give you the cold clothings. I will give you a lot of sufficient food. And he went away. And in the discussion, because it was very serious matter, he forgot everything. Whole night, whole day, that beggar spent outside. Morning, the king remembered suddenly and came back. Oh, I left the beggar outside, let me go. And inquired, he came out. Then he asked, the beggar was not there. What happened to him? O king, the beggar died last night and he was taken away. What is this? For 12 years or more than 12 years, outside the fort, in the sun, in the winter, in the rain, he survived, in hunger. And today only I told I will give you food, clothing, everything. And I made him to get inside. And how did he die in just one night? The minister told him, because you created expectation in him. All these 12 years, he didn't expect anything, no expectation. The moment you create expectation, all the problems will come. He could survive for more than 12 years because he didn't accept or expect anything. So we can see, mother is telling, in your family life, with your husband or wife or children or anybody, loved ones, do not demand anything from those you love. Do not expect. If you make demands, some will give you more, some less. In any case, you will love somebody more or somebody less. Thus, you will not be the same for all, and you will have to suffer, and the others will also suffer. So, though it's a very simple teaching for the child, but it has very high value. So, we will go to another beautiful incident. See, Swami Vivekananda used to tell about Holy Mother. She keeps her mind always at the Vishuddha Chakra level, not even Anahata, Vishuddha Chakra, here in the throat. So she will know, she knows everything happening in the mind of everybody. Mother has that capacity. So when you go to Mother, you need not loudly tell your prayer. If you have it in your mind, my Mother can understand. Sundaresha Sharma or Muthuswami Iyer. Iyer means Brahman person is called Iyer in Tamil Nadu. Was a boy of 7 when Mother came to Madras, or now Chennai, during her visit to Rameshwaram. Mother, when she stayed in Chennai, was very affectionate to this young boy of 7. She made him sit on her lap. She made this boy of 7 to sit on her lap and combed his long hair. In olden days, they used to have long hairs, the Brahmana boys. Everybody used to have long hairs. So Mother combed it, oiled it and combed, making him sit, this boy, on her lap. Now, then, without his asking, the Mother blessed him with mantra diksha. She instructed the Swami in charge there, Chennai, was present there. When this boy grows up, allow him to do puja, arati and all seva of master. Her instructions were faithfully obeyed. When the boy grew up, for a long time he was performing arati in the public functions in the ashram in Chennai Mutt. He used to visit Chennai students' home on the Akshaya Tritiya day, and he used to initiate the boys there with the Gayatri mantra. After telling this to the Swami, later on when that boy went away, Mother told the sannyasin there that Sri Thakur, that is our master, and this boy Muthuswami were friends in their former incarnations. Mother could know, seeing that boy, who this boy was. Master Ramakrishna and this boy were friends in their last incarnation. Muthuswami had never cut his hair thereafter, as it was combed and sanctified by the touch of Holy Mother. Now, let us go to some other beautiful incidences which I want to tell you. Not only Mother lived then and after the, giving up of her body, physical body, she doesn't live now. She still lives. You all heard about the world famous, most revered Srimad Swami Ranganathanandaji Maharaj. So I will tell one incident which happened in Hyderabad when Maharaj was the head of the center there. At that time, Maharaj was in Hyderabad. He was not the president at that time, he was the vice president. Sometimes he was not even the vice president, he used to be the head of Hyderabad center. So the Swami who is narrating this incident is telling, I heard this incident from Swami Ananyaanandaji Maharaj, who Ranganathanandaji Maharaj was very fond of, and he had kept him there because he used to be going world tour. So to look after the ashram, Ananyaanandaji Maharaj would be there. Another senior Swamiji, I have seen this Swamiji, I have served Ranganathanandaji Maharaj, I have seen and worked with this Swamiji. Both of them are no more. He was then at Hyderabad ashram. Most revered Swami Ranganathanandaji Maharaj was then one of the vice president of Ramakrishna Math and Mission. He also lived in Hyderabad. Now, I had to go to Hyderabad for a few days for a job. That's when I heard the below incident. What is that? 3 local ladies of Hyderabad were on pilgrimage for Belur Math, Kamarpukur and Jairambati, as well as Dakshineshwar and other places related to Holy Trio. And they were supposed to leave for pilgrimage. The previous day, before leaving, they went to meet most revered Ranganathanandaji Maharaj at Hyderabad Math to take blessings. One of the lady devotees said, "Revered Maharaj, I have got permission from Jairambati to stay there for 3 days." Now, Revered Maharaj smiled and said, "Very good. It's a pilgrimage. It's a privilege to stay with Sri Sri Ma, that is Mother, for 3 days." The devotee told in grief, "Maharaj, how nice it would have been if Sri Sri Ma, that is Mother, would have been there alive in Jairambati now also. We are going so far. So difficult to go. It's a lifetime opportunity from Hyderabad to go there. And if Mother would have been alive, it would have been so nice. It would have been I would have been really blessed," told that lady. Revered Maharaj immediately he answered, "What? What do you say? Mother is still there. Don't worry. Mother is still there." The devotee, that lady devotee, thought that Maharaj was comforting her. At once, Revered Ranganathanji Maharaj told again in a serious voice, "I say Mother is still there in Jairambati." Even then, even today, the lady was surprised seeing Revered Maharaj speaking in such a serious way, as his words were always simple and sincere. The next day, the devotees set out for journey. As there were 3 ladies, they reached Belur Math, and in a couple of days they reached Sri Sri Matra Mandir, Jairambati, birthplace of Sri Ma Sarada, after visiting Kamarpukur. Then first 3 days had passed in Jairambati. They were all set to return to Belur Math the next day, that was the last day in Jairambati. After night prasadam, after eating the supper, it will be late in India, maybe 9 o'clock or 8:45. After night prasadam, the 2 women went to bed. But the third one who asked the question, "Is Mother still there?" she would not go to bed. The third one was sitting alone outside the guest house. You can feel that in Jairambati, you to go there and stay in the guest house, same guest house. This lady is staying there outside the guest house, lacking sleep, in sorrow. She was talking to herself. "I miss my mother Sarada Devi very much. Everything is here. Old and new house. The road which when Mother was 3 or 4-year-old girl Sarada used to walk, the river Amodar, the same paddy field where Sri Ma and her mother Shyamasundari Devi used to walk. Everything is there. But my mother is not here." Tears rolled down that lady's cheek as she had to return tomorrow without having the vision of the mother. She took the holy Jairambati soil. She tied it in a piece of cloth while thinking that whole life she has to now spend with the memory of this soil. Wiped away her tears and she stood up, thinking that this was her last visit to this holy place, Jairambati. Whether I do not know, I may come back or not. It was pitch dark as the whole village of Jairambati was asleep, quiet all around. The lady walked alone with tearful eyes, thinking of Mother, towards the temple. As soon as she came near the temple, she was astonished. What did she see? She saw Sri Sri Ma Sarada Devi sitting in one side of the temple and cleaning the place surrounding the temple. As it was fully dark all around, but to her astonishment, the place where Mother was cleaning was illuminated by the divine light. The woman stood stunned, thinking to herself that the Holy Mother has passed away many years, but how is it possible that Sri Sri Ma is here? She became completely speechless. At that time, Sri Sri Ma Sarada Devi looked at that lady and told, "Come, my dear child, come sit here." The lady saw that Sri Ma was approaching towards her. After a while, the lady regained consciousness and requested Sri Ma, Mother, please sit down. Give me that implement or instrument, the broom. I shall clean the place. Why should you clean? Hearing this, mother laughed and told, when daughter comes to the house, does the mother let her work? And the lady replied, okay, mother, then I shall call the sannyasins there. They can do the work. Why should you do? To which mother replied, you see, my children, my boys are tired, working all the day. They're taking some rest. Let us not disturb them. When the work was completed, there was more conversation between two of them. The woman was surprised to see that mother was speaking in her mother tongue, Telugu, because she was from Hyderabad or Andhra Pradesh. She was fully astonished that mother could speak in that language. She did not understand what was happening. Everything which she saw and heard was so real. She was completely aware of everything going on. As she came to know, it was not a dream, not an imagination, and was completely real. It was completely real, and she was fully awake. She couldn't believe, but can't let it go thinking that it was imagination. Now, mother told her, go, my child, go to bed and take some rest as you have to leave tomorrow. The lady got up and started walking towards the guest house and saw that mother was looking at her towards the roadside until she reached the house. All the ladies were surprised after this woman reported everything that happened last night and thought that it was completely mother's grace, and they decided not to tell anyone. Everyone came back to Hyderabad, went to the ashram the next day, bowed down in the temple to master and met Revered Swami Ranganathanandaji Maharaj. The moment they did pranam and got up, to their surprise, as soon as the woman who had doubted the mother's presence now earlier bowed down to Maharaj, Maharaj smiled and asked her, what? Do you believe now the mother's grace? The woman asked, Maharaj, how did you come to know about the incident which took place in Jairambati? Revered Maharaj avoided the answer and sang 2 lines of Bengali song. Dak dekhi mon, Dakar moto, dekhi shama kemon takte pari. Meaning, O mind, call the mother sincerely, earnestly, and see how can the Divine Mother stop from coming to you. That's all. So, mother is still living. She is your own mother. When Girish Chandra Ghosh asked, Mother, what kind of mother are you? Are you the mother like we tell, or you are like my mother? What kind of mother are you? Mother is our real mother. She is the universal mother. Now, Swami Gnananandaji, he narrated his incident. She, the Holy Mother, initiated me with a mantra. Then pointing to the master's picture, she said, bow down to master. I said, who is he? Why should I bow down to him? I don't know him. Surprised, the mother looked at me and then said sternly, please bow down to him. You don't know him. He's all in all. He's the universal Guru. I said, Guru? How can he be my Guru? You gave me the mantra. You are my Guru. She immediately said, I am no one's Guru. I am the mother of all. The master is only the Guru. How can you be my mother? My mother is at home. She is still alive. How can you be my mother? To which Holy Mother told, I am your mother. Then she said, look at me closely. Am I not your mother? Stupefied, I saw that my own mother was seated in front of me. I shivered with awe and I fell at her feet saying, Mother, Mother. So she's our real mother. She is our real mother. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.